Improper fractions to mixed numbers and mixed numbers to improper fractions. This looks like a lot, okay, but it's actually pretty simple, and it's really just the opposite way around, okay? So let's start with an improper fraction to a mixed number, okay? An improper fraction is any number or any fraction that has a numerator that is greater than its denominator. So let's do 10 thirds, okay? So we want to think about 10 thirds, okay, as being thirds, okay? So our denominator is always going to be the same here, okay? So it's in thirds, okay? And what we do with this number is we think about the fraction bar as a division symbol, okay? So that's why there's a division symbol right here too. So we put the 3 on the outside, and we put the 10 on the inside. And we think, what is 10 divided by 3? Okay, so 3 can go into 10 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. When we subtract, we get 1. So we have a remainder 1 here. Okay, so R1. And this right here tells me that my remainder is going to go here as 1/3. And my whole number 3 is going to go here. So 10 thirds is equal to 3 1/3. So now let's do it backwards over here. Okay, let's take 3 1/3 and change it to an improper fraction. Now we already know our answer, but let's do it. So we take this 3, this denominator, and we multiply it by the whole number. We do this because each of these 3 wholes is cut into thirds. So we need to know how many thirds there are here. So there's 3 thirds, right? 3 wholes cut into thirds, which is 9, right? So here, 3 times 3 is 9. Then we have to add this one more third. So 9 plus one more third equals 10. So this now becomes our numerator, and our denominator stays the same. So 10 thirds. Okay, let's do another example of an improper fraction to a mixed number and a mixed number to an improper fraction. Let's do 14 fourths. Ooh, 14 fourths. Okay, so we think about this fraction line as a division symbol. So we think 14 divided by 4. 4 is on the outside, 14 is on the inside. 4 can go into 14. Let's see. 4, 8, 12, 3 times, which is 12. Subtract and we have 2, okay? So 3, remainder 2. My denominator is the same. The whole number 3 goes right here. And my remainder 2 goes up here in the numerator. But 2 fourths, Now I know that 2 is half of 4. So I know that 2 fourths is equal to 1/2. So really, this mixed number is 3 1/2 because we have to simplify our fraction by dividing it by 2, equaling 1/2. Okay, so now let's take 3 2 fourths, or 3 1/2, and change it into a mixed number. So 3 2 fourths. Okay, so we take 4 times 3, giving us 12, add 2, which is 14, and our fourths stay the same. Okay, well, what if we did 3 1/2 instead of 3 2 fourths? Let's check it out. So 3 1/2. Okay, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. 7 halves. Maybe you're saying 14 fourths and 7 halves aren't the same. Okay, but if I turn this over and we do equivalent fractions, and I write 7 halves, and I multiply the top and the bottom by 2, I get 14 fourths.